Welcome to session 2 of the Digital for Tourism webinar series. In webinar 1, we provided context for the series by presenting an overview of broad range of digital technologies impacting European tourism with specific references to the opportunities and threats presented to SMEs. A wide range of technologies were briefly introduced and their implications for tourism SMEs explained. You are encouraged to undertake a digital landscape analysis for your business, with the overall aim being to identify the key digital technologies impacting your business now and in the near future, as well as the opportunities and threats presented. Webinar 2 encourages you to move to the next step by evaluating the digital progress that you have benchmarked against where you should be. The resulting gap analysis provides a strong foundation for developing a digital action plan, identifying the key actions and initiatives you should take to improve your use of digital technology. The steps involved in developing a digital action plan are covered in webinar 3. Presentation of main concepts. 3 broad categories of digital technology were identified in webinar 1. Technologies for external communication. Digital technologies that impact on the way that you market and promote your business, the way that you engage with and communicate with current and potential customers. Technologies to improve business operation. Digital technologies where the main impact is on the way you run your business internally, providing you with the opportunity for reducing costs and improving efficiency. New emerging technologies. Upcoming technologies which will disrupt world tourism as we know it today. In webinar 2, we encourage you to evaluate the progress that you have made in each of these 3 areas, benchmarked against the potential of where you could or should be. For each of the 3 technology categories mentioned, evaluate the progress you have made in using digital technologies to support business growth, reduce costs, becoming a more efficient business. What is the digital gap that exists? In other words, what is the gap between where you are now, your current use of digital technology, and where you should be in terms of the opportunities available? As a basis for developing a digital action plan, in webinar 3, list the main areas for future improvement. Please consider this as a first attempt at completing this exercise. Many of the issues raised will be examined in more detail as we work through the remaining webinars in the series. These will provide very practical advice on how to improve your use of digital platforms across very different channels. For example, your website, use of social media, mobile, and others. And internally, to improve efficiency and reduce costs. At appropriate times, you may wish to check back on your digital audit as your knowledge improves over the coming weeks. Your digital audit. Please take time to reflect and answer the following questions in relation to your own tourism business or a tourism business of your choice. Technologies for external communication. What progress has your business made in using digital technologies to market and promote your business? This includes elements such as online adverts and online reservation systems, such as OTAs, to engage with and communicate with current and potential customers. This includes your use of email and email marketing, your website, use of social media and social media listening tools, customer review sites and forums such as TripAdvisor, customer relationship management software, online customer satisfaction surveys, instant chat, and web social media performance measuring tools. What digital gap exists? In other words, what is the gap between where you are and where you could be in terms of your digital technology in these areas? List the main areas for future improvement. technologies to improve business operation. What progress has your business made in using digital technologies to reduce costs and improving internal efficiency? This includes your use of office productivity tools, internet banking, financial and accounting software, cashless payment, computerized reservation systems, computerized ticketing, flexible and home working using the cloud, interacting with government services online, computerized stock control, and so on. What digital gap exists? In other words, what is the gap between where you are and where you could be in terms of your use of digital technology in these areas? List the main areas for future improvement. New emerging technologies. What progress has your business made in using or better understanding upcoming technologies threatening to disrupt world tourism? These include global broadband and mobile internet access, the constantly connected world, social media, the cloud, Internet of Things, sharing economy, and others. What digital gap exists? In other words, what is the gap between where you are and where you could be in terms of your use of digital technology in these areas? List the main areas for future improvement.
Digitalization has certainly had a tremendous effect on our business. Indeed, we can say that our business model has changed drastically since the introduction of online travel agents, such as Bookings.com and Expedia. This all happened in the past 8-10 years, starting in small numbers and growing rapidly year on year. The impact on our business has been very positive as we have gained more control of our inventory, making the business more profitable. At the moment, 30% of all our business is generated through online bookings. Digitalization has led to shifts in our sources of business. In other words, we are roughly seeing the same numbers, however, they are coming through different segments. Our customer profile is also changing over the years. Our guests are extremely demanding. We have also noted that recently the quality of our tourists has slightly dropped. The main call to action of our website is Book Now. The main function of the website is to sell rooms. We monitor the performance of our website regularly by studying the revenue that the website generates. We also closely monitor any added efforts that we place to improve the website performance, such as paid search campaigns and the return on investment that these campaigns are generating. Yes, indeed, SEO is one of our strategies which we undertake to improve our website. One of the main challenges faced here is finding the right balance between having a website which is well optimized and at the same time visitor-friendly to offer the visitor a unique experience. The major advantage of online is the fact that anything done online is measurable. If an online campaign is not performing well, we can quickly take measures to adjust and improve. On the other hand, successful online campaigns can be further invested into and improved. Traditional marketing does not offer this luxury and is still very costly. Take print or radio, for example. These media are still very pricey and yet do not offer the investor good enough reporting of performance. In this day and age, one definitely needs to hold online presence. By far, the majority of marketing budget needs to be placed online. A user-friendly website with excellent photography is also a must, as well as presence on the large OTAs such as Expedia and Bookings.com.
summary and links to next webinar. There are 3 main takeaways from webinar 2. Auditing the digital progress you have made, benchmarked against where you could be, is the foundation for improving your use of digital media to support the business. Be honest in your answers to the above questions. Given the rapid pace of digital change taking place, auditing the progress you have made should be an ongoing task. The growth and competitiveness of your business depends on it. It's more important to keep up to date with the latest technology developments, how they are impacting on the world tourism, how they will impact on you and your business. We hope you've enjoyed this short webinar on undertaking a digital audit of your business. You should now be ready to develop a digital action plan for making improvements in this area, the topic of webinar 3. 5 key questions will be addressed. What is your overall digital business vision for your company? What are the key objectives and targets to be achieved? Who are your customers? What are the key digital actions and initiatives you need to take? What about your organization, resource, and people issues? How will digital performance be measured? We look forward to working with you in answering these questions in webinar 3.